Hi, welcome back to the Kizzy Show. I'm JD Kazaya.
Silas Kazai, and we talk about what you want to hear.
Dang right we do. So, Silas, did you watch some football over the weekend?
I sure did. I watched a lot of football.
A lot of football. Heck yeah, you get to watch any of the playoff games,
I watched every one, including the Alabama-Michigan football game.
including the Alabama-Michigan game, which we are actually going to talk about right here because
Oh,
last week whenever we filmed our little preview episode, we talked about this game, and I didn't bother to put in game picks, then put in Kizzy keys for this game because you know what?
yeah,
I'll be honest. I thought Alabama was just going to go out there and just roll over Michigan.
exactly. I didn't think Michigan was a good team at all.
Yeah, no, just and all their players opted out. Alabama's
Hmm.
players opted in. So
Yep.
I mean, I think everybody picked Alabama. I picked Bama to cover. I mean, thank goodness I didn't bet any money on the game because that would have been bad.
Yes, you would have lost some money there.
Yeah, for real. Just Silas, like, what happened? Like, what are your just thoughts
You
on what
know,
is?
from what I saw, our first things first, it was pouring down rain, and our equipment team did not give the players the longer cleats. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah,
Just stick to the ground. So that's on Alabama's equipment team. Second,
yeah.
our O line played horrible. Jalen Miller had no time to throw the ball.
Hmm.
It was so bad to watch.
So
And
bad.
Alabama just wasn't locked in for this game. It's a ReliaQuest Bowl. They didn't care about it, I don't think.
Yeah.
We just didn't have the energy to go out there and win.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely agree with you there. I think much like the rest of Alabama season, this game, Bama lost this game because Jalen Milroe did not have a good game. Basically, I mean, I know you've watched a lot of Alabama football, but for those who haven't, if Jalen Milroe has a great game, Alabama's the best team in the country. Nobody can
Yeah.
beat him. As we saw in the Georgia game, LSU game, but problem is he doesn't hit that ceiling very often. So
No, he doesn't.
really
I
inconsistent.
I
It's,
really do think it has a lot to do with the O line though. After
mhm.
watching that last game, Caden
Yeah.
Proctor, he was just getting bullied by Michigan.
Okay.
Every play. Every play.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I will say Alabama's defense held on pretty good because that Michigan went up 16 to nothing at the beginning, but it could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, just the offense looked pretty bad. Just turnovers, like that first
Mhm.
quarter is probably the
Oh
worst
yeah.
quarter I've ever seen in my life.
It
It's
probably 100%. Our defense played great,
yeah,
but
especially
you
from an
can't do anything.
Alabama team.
Yes, yes.
Mm,
You can't do anything as defense when you have to hold them from our 20-yard line.
that's right.
Can't
Every
do
time.
anything. Yep.
Yeah, so the Bama standard is not what it was. I think as Bama fans, like there are a lot of Bama
Mhm.
fans out there that are really just whining and griping oh, we're not good anymore. First of all, 9-4 is not a bad year.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
You gotta
But for Alabama standards, it is a bad year. Four losses, JD.
new standard. New standard.
New standard. We need a
New
new
era,
standard.
new standard. Is
We don't have Nick Saban. We
yeah.
got Alabama fans have to accept that.
That's right. And if the fans don't buy in, that means the players won't buy in, which means the
Mhm.
coaches won't buy in, which means nobody buys in and the program sinks. So if
Hey,
if we
JD.
hey,
For the fans, I want to let you know. I saw Ryan Williams at Target the other day, and he
did you
signed my
really?
pick.
What was he
Yes, he signed my.
getting in his shopping cart?
I think he was going back to school shopping because he had some like bins, and then he got a whole bunch of Muscle Milks.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, yep,
Going to the Super Target by Home Depot. That one.
yes, that one. Yes,
There you go.
yes.
That's what's up. If you're ever in Tuscaloosa, go to that Target. That's the best
You may
Target.
see Ryan Williams. Yes,
AC Ryan Williams. Heck yeah. You know he's only
yep.
17 years old, right?
Only seven. He turns 18 in February. Fun
No
fact.
way. Wow.
Yep.
Incredible. All right.
Incredible.
Anyways, uh, the first game of the second round, we had Texas and Arizona State in the Peach Bowl, and
Mhm.
I watched a little bit of this game at CC's Pizza down in North.
Oh, really?
Yeah, uh-huh. I saw Texas.
Wow.
They went up 14 to nothing. I was like, oh my goodness,
Yep.
yeah, this is about to be crazy. And so then we were actually on the road heading back to Arab, and we were listening to this game, and they were at like 24 to 8. I was like, whatever. We
Yeah.
just turned it off, and I took a nap. And then I got back to my house, I saw Arizona State. They were down three and they have the ball, and they
Yeah.
took the lead. And then this game. So this game turned out to be a really good game.
Yes, it was.
I don't know if you got a chance to watch any Silas. Like, what did
Yeah.
you think?
So I just saw in the last episode, I was up in Gatlinburg and we were all watching it together. And this is one of the greatest football games I've ever watched.
Okay.
Arizona State, they had so much perseverance. They came back from down 14. Cam Scatterbo,
Oh
I've
yeah,
never even heard of him. And he
yeah,
went crazy.
really.
Sam Levitt, I love Sam Levitt. He's a little
Okay,
arrogant, but you have to play with confidence.
that's right.
Yes. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, Scadaboo definitely. Like after watching this game, I if you said you can only have one running back in the entire country, I would
Yeah.
take Cam Scadaboo, even
He
over
just plays
like
with so
Ashton
much
Denny.
grit. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just and also this was as as much as we've given credit to Arizona State for staying in the game, persevering, keep fighting, this is another game where Texas has kind of let the other team really just creep back in the game and
Hmm.
really made it a game. It's two games in a row. Saw it against Clemson, saw it against Arizona State. They kind of took their foot off the gas. And
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
You're right.
Bad bad stuff happens when you
We'll
take
see what happens tomorrow night, Friday night against Ohio State.
we'll see. Today's Wednesday, so
Oh, it is Wednesday, two more
there
nights.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, not tomorrow night. The night after
Not
that.
tomorrow night.
There we go. Anyways, oh, here are our Kizzy Keys, and they pretty much did that.
They did.
Arizona State did not start strong. They lost the game.
No, they did not.
They made some stops. They're pretty physical. Texas, they're physical. They had some very explosive plays as we saw towards the end, like that 4th and 13, which they
Yeah.
somehow
Yeah.
needed to win the game, which was kind of wild. And then they definitely played with their food. Their food
They
always.
did.
So,
Yeah. Their
so
food played back all right.
yeah, dang right. Hey, what do you think about that targeting no call that they
That was a horrible call. It looked like crown of the helmet to crown of the helmet, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Like
mean,
it was a missed call.
when you say targeting, like, and that
That was the definition of targeting, in my opinion.
I mean, whatever. We both picked Texas, all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, for a playoff quarterfinal game, very good, awesome game. Great for the fans and great for Texas to get that
Yep.
quality win.
Yes.
Yep. Anyways, next game, Boise State and Penn State. I didn't watch as much of this one, honestly, but I mean, it kind of played out about
Yeah,
I I thought it would. I know you picked Boise
I
to win this
did.
game, which I mean, I didn't think it was a horrible pick, but
Yeah, I was highly disappointed in Boise State.
mhm,
They shut down Ashton Janty, and it just wasn't. That's all they had. It
yeah,
was well played by Penn State.
yeah,
Well coached.
well played. Yeah, I think just kind of what we were talking about. They have the Jimmy and Joe advantage, so to speak.
Yeah.
There's a certain point where the other team is just so much more talented than you that it
Hmm.
doesn't really matter how.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the best players are going to win the game.
They
Like,
are. Yeah.
and that's for any level of football, from Pee Wee to
Yeah.
NFL.
Yeah.
It's just how it works. Yeah, I picked Penn State. You picked Boise State, and so yeah, it's um. How close was the final score? I actually forgot the score. So
Uh, was it 14 maybe?
yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah,
I think it was two-score game.
Penn State had this one pick like that, like really like iced it,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
that big touchdown run, whatever.
Yeah.
So they kind of ended up running away with that. So that was the Fiesta Bowl down in Arizona, and I think the most surprising game, actually, not this one,
Not this one.
but
Yeah.
I thought we were about to talk about Ohio State and Oregon, but
Yeah.
this one also was a little surprising. I mean,
It
even though
was
I
pretty
picked Notre
surprising.
Dame
Yeah.
to win, I didn't expect them to win like
Yeah.
just the way just how bad they dominated Georgia at the
Hmm.
line. I thought they would be more physical. I didn't know that'd be that much more.
Yeah.
Just and just that one little stretch whenever they got that strip sack touchdown, then the kickoff return. That was
Hmm.
just
Yeah.
big. Like a lot of people are really flaming Kirby Smart for like being aggressive right there. I mean, I
Hmm.
thought that was a good decision. Like, I mean,
If it would have worked out, they would all think he's the greatest coach of all time.
exactly.
So like,
exactly. So yeah,
yeah,
shut up, guys. But
exactly. Yeah, Kirby
yeah,
Smart
I
knows what
mean,
he's doing.
that's right. I mean, he's probably the best coach in the country right
Yeah,
now. So
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So
JD, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you. Notre Dame is looking really good after that game. Your
it just
prediction, them winning it all, may turn out to be right.
it may. Yeah. We'll just have to see. I mean, that's why they play the games. So
Exactly,
we
exactly.
don't quite know, but just the way they were able to just play their game, like
Hmm.
their style of game, just say, hey, you know what, we're gonna run the ball. Like their quarterback Riley Leonard, he only had 90 yards passing, and they won
Yeah.
the game by like 2 touchdowns.
Hmm.
So they said, we're gonna run the ball. You know, we're gonna run the ball. We don't care. We're gonna run the ball anyway.
Yep.
So if they can do that to Penn State and then either Ohio State or Texas, I think they definitely got what it takes to win it all. But
Hmm.
um, I know I've been kind of hearing this a lot lately, but and I want to get your opinion on this, Silas. But do you think this game is really a sign of things to come that maybe the SEC isn't quite as dominant as it used to be, or do you think this is just a little blip on the radar? Like
No, the SEC is still the powerhouse of college football, in my opinion.
absolutely.
Even though we still have Texas. They're in the Final Four of they're in the yeah in the
Yeah.
bracket in the Final Four, and even though we're not going to win the championship, we still have one SEC team going, and we still have plenty of other that are still ranked and playing in quality bowl games.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Like
the SEC is still really strong.
real live Quest Bowl.
Yeah, that's a quality bowl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I will say I don't think the SEC is going anywhere, but this year was not a great showing in the postseason
Hmm.
because yeah, Georgia go down, Tennessee got absolutely smoked by Ohio State,
Yeah. Ole Miss looked good
Alabama,
against Duke though.
the seventh best team in the ACC. First of all, like
Okay, fair.
I'm actually really glad you brought that up because that made me really mad. Like they're like Lane Kiffin is, I mean, as much as I love what Lane Kiffin did for Alabama and their offense, like
Hmm.
he just talks way too much. Like, he's over there, like, yeah, we beat the crap out of these guys.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Super Bowl, we beat the seventh best team in the ACC.
You're
Like,
right. You're right. In a relevant bowl game.
exactly. Like, did you watch that game?
I did, yes.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, I was.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I didn't. I don't know.
It's pretty late at night and I had nothing else to watch. I just turned it
Yeah,
on.
against Duke, they had their backup quarterback. They had like probably a dozen so starters opt out, hit the
Yeah.
transfer portal stuff. But just actually, I need to go real quick. Can you talk about how the SEC is still relevant?
Yes, I will. Guys, the SEC is indeed relevant because we have 16 SEC teams, okay? At least half of them are going to be ranked at some point in the season, probably 10 to 12. Are you back, JD?
Yes, I'm back.
All
Sorry. Yeah, man.
right,
Well,
fast,
my
fast.
headlights were on. That's right.
Oh, no, that's
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah. But
I was telling them how at least 10 out of the 16 SEC teams will be ranked at some point in the year.
okay. That's a pretty valid statement.
Yep.
Yeah, but Bama lost. South Carolina, I really thought South Carolina was gonna roll over
Yeah.
Illinois.
Did you see that the coaches yelling at each
Did see
other
that?
during that game? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was very
That's
interesting.
interesting. Yes.
I know. I think Beamer kind of overreacted just a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But the taunting was definitely not called for.
Yes, absolutely. So, anyways, back to the game, which we said earlier, it's the most surprising game,
Hmm.
I think, of the entire quarterfinals. Oregon, Ohio State. You and I both thought this game was going to be really, really close.
Yes, we did.
It was not.
No, not at
Not at
all.
all. Yeah.
Oregon was just so disappointing.
I don't know. Like, just I don't know what that Michigan game did to Ohio State, but
Yeah.
it's like they were on this mountain. They were just boulder. Michigan like
Hmm.
pushed them off, and now
Yeah.
they're rolling. And
That's a great analogy, JD.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice. Yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
if Ohio State keeps playing like that, there's nobody's going to beat them. Like, I mean, nobody left here, but just absolutely wild. They dominated on offense. They smothered Oregon on defense.
Hmm.
I thought this was gonna be a shootout, but
Yeah,
one team
it
was
was for one team. Yeah, yeah.
one team was out. So yeah,
You're right.
I don't know, man. Shout out, but just the Oregon was just so flat in this game. Like
They were. They didn't have the energy
I know, yeah,
to beat the Buckeyes.
for sure. It's kind of ironic that all the teams that got a bye into the next round
Yeah,
ended up losing. So
that's crazy. Yeah,
yeah, something to be said. But Ohio State is looking.
exactly.
I think the biggest takeaway from this game is not really just how bad Oregon looked, but just how
Yeah,
good Ohio State looked.
Ohio State's looking mean right now.
Very, very mean. So
I'm really looking forward to these week's games.
yes, yes, and the first one tomorrow night, the first college football playoff semifinal, Final Four. This is down in Miami for the Orange Bowl. We got Penn State and Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame's favored by like less than a point or like
I think it's half a point.
half a point. Yeah, something like that. So this this could be a close game. We'll see. I mean, we've already seen both these teams play a couple times, so we know what's up. So here we go.
Yep.
Here are the Kizzy keys for this game. Which, as we're saying, these if they follow these keys, they'll probably win the game.
Probably.
Yeah.
They've been
Uh,
watching the podcast, Shandy.
Hey, that's right.
Yeah.
I doubt anybody for Penn State or Notre Dame watches the show, but if they did,
If they did, they would know what to do.
that's right. They would know what to do. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So for Penn State, just don't get bullied by Notre Dame. We saw Indiana do it. We saw Georgia do it. We've seen Notre Dame just dominate everybody physically all year. And that's what Notre Dame has to do again to Penn State is they like that's what we just talked about from the Georgia game. Just the way they played, running the ball, run the ball, run the ball, and just absolutely winning the trenches, smothering the other team. That's a win for Notre Dame if they can do that right there.
Yep.
And then for Penn State to stay in this game, they have to take advantage of the opportunities that Notre Dame might give them
Hmm.
because if Notre Dame gives them any free shots, they have to hit them. Like if they get a three and out, they got to put some points on the board. Like
Yeah.
gotta gotta really take advantage of that for sure. So, anyways, Silas, by the way, how have you been doing on these picks so far? Like, what's your record?
I went, I believe I went 1-3 last week,
Okay, one
and
three.
I think I went 3 for 4 the week before that.
Okay, so
I
I
don't know.
mean,
I gotta look back and keep track.
okay, so not great numbers, but I
No,
mean,
not great. Yeah. Last week really hurt me. Had some underdogs in there and they did not show out.
yep, real. Anyways, who you got for this game?
This game, I have Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame has just looked too good. They beat Georgia. And unlike Boise State, I think they're going to be able to still use the run to attack Penn State, play their game, and go take a dub.
For sure. I totally agree. Like I said, for the past couple of months, I think they're going to win it all.
Yeah.
But just they can make enough plays through the air to where their offense can still function. Their defense been playing lights out, and I think they're way more physical than Penn State. And then also the teams that Penn State's played to get here, SMU and Boise State. I think Notre Dame's a little bit of a step up from those
Hmm.
guys.
They
So
are. Yeah.
I don't think Penn State,
100%.
yeah, I don't think Penn State's ready for
Mm-mm.
this jump in the competition. So yeah, that's what we
I
got
agree.
that. And then let's see. I think this is the Cotton Bowl. Cotton Bowl in Dallas,
Cotton Bowl. Yep.
between the Longhorns and the Buckeyes. Let's check out the Kizzy Keys for this game for Texas. Play championship level ball. We talked about it earlier, but they have not so far in the Clemson game, Arizona State game. They have
Hmm.
not been consistent, and they just have not looked elite. And I think they really haven't for all year, Silas. Like, can you agree with that? That like they
I,
really,
I do agree with it. I feel like I don't know that Texas, they're a quality team, but they really have not been playing championship level.
for sure,
Yeah. And
for
they
sure.
need to be more consistent if they have any chance of beating Ohio State.
Absolutely. And then their defense has to come up clutch. Like whether they have to force turnovers, they got to force field goals in the red zone. They got to get some three and outs.
Mhm.
They just have to slow down this offense somehow. And then for Ohio State, just play the way they've been playing against Tennessee, against Oregon, just dominate early, just really put their foot on Texas' throat and just don't let them up. That's pretty violent analogy. That's how they've been playing.
Yes, I agree though. Yep.
I think right. And then don't give them any opportunities because
Mhm.
Texas is good enough to take advantage of those. We saw Clemson do it. We saw Arizona State do it. Despite
Mhm.
Texas letting them back in the game, they let Texas hang around too. So,
Yeah.
mhm. So Silas, who you got in this game?
I think Steve Sarkisian, he's gonna really handle the consistency of this game. He's gonna tone in on that to these Texas Longhorn players. They're gonna come out and they're gonna ball out. So give me Texas.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Ohio State's look good, but I think Texas, Ohio State, they've been playing a little bit like they have had that chip on their shoulder, but I think Texas is gonna come out and ball.
Wow. That's a quality pick right there. That's a little bit of a risque, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Or like,
I
I
feel
mean,
good about that though.
you feel good?
I do.
Just one of those where you got that gut feeling.
Yeah, yeah, that gut feeling Texas will come out.
Okay, I don't. I think Ohio,
Okay.
just the way they've been playing, it's kind of like you remember like LSU back in 2019, like
With Joe Burrow?
yeah, it's just like the way they play, like they like just look better than everybody else.
Yeah.
That's how this team
They
looks.
did last game, but before I just don't know, man.
I mean, that's true. They had a pretty inconsistent regular season, but in the playoffs, they've really turned it on. Texas has not. I just can't really trust Texas because, like we said, they're not really elite. I feel like they had a
Yeah.
really easy SEC schedule. They lost both their games
Mhm.
to Georgia, who I think Ohio State is better than Georgia. Uh,
Yeah.
they got a pretty easy playoff path to get here. I mean, Clemson's not great. We saw their defense get absolutely exposed
Hmm.
over and over. At least I have, because Go Tigers. We
Clemson fan
know
over
a
here.
lot of
Yeah,
times,
yeah, yeah.
but couldn't stop the run. Got exposed. Arizona State. I mean, good, not great. So I think Texas kind of just got a little bit lucky to get
Hmm.
here. So I think Ohio State's probably gonna expose them on national
I don't
television.
know. I don't know how much luck was given. The Texas Longhorns are a good team.
We will see. They are
Oh, yeah.
good, but are they good enough to get to the national title game? Because they're only,
One game away.
that's right, one game away. So we did this I think we did it last week, but Silas, can you give me your national champion for this?
A
So
national champion. Just,
according to
do you want
you,
me to give mine?
your championship game would be Texas and Notre Dame.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man, this is a tough one, JD.
Yeah.
Okay, this game right here, Notre Dame is going to play their ball if they make the national championship, but Texas knows how to stop them. Texas SC, Notre Dame. You think they're going to win it all?
I
Ah, I
mean,
got
well, I'll get
Texas.
my
I
pick.
got Texas.
Okay. You got Texas winning it for the SEC.
Yes. Give me the Texas Longhorns. SEC represent.
I think the SEC bias is clouding your.
I don't think so, JD.
I don't
These
know,
Texas
dude.
Longhorns are.
Look here, put on these glasses, and like, oh snap! I can see. Wait, even though they're in the SEC, Texas, they're not elite. See, like, look,
No,
look
JD,
past the
no.
SEC and see that
I'm looking past it.
they're good.
If the Texas Longhorns were in the Pac-12, even though it doesn't exist anymore,
Yeah.
give me them. Give me the
Okay.
Texas Longhorns.
All right. Feel about Texas. So for my
Yes.
national championship pick, I have Ohio State and Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Um, like I just said, Ohio State's been playing better than anybody. But
Yeah.
can they keep playing like that? I don't know.
They have a lot of football left to play.
They do. They do at least 8 more quarters of football,
At least. Yeah.
and anything can happen between
Yep.
now and then. And just the way Notre Dame's been able to establish their game, just dominate physically, like no matter how much you want to talk about receivers and speed on the outside, whatever, football is won up front in the
Hmm.
trenches, and whoever's the most physical. I think Notre
Yep.
Dame is the most physical team in the country, and they will win it all.
Wow. Over the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Over the Ohio State Buckeyes. Marcus Freeman gets a big win over his alma mater.
Marcus Freeman is one of my favorite coaches in the in
Really is.
college football. I
He's
love
awesome.
Marcus Freeman. Yeah.
And big win for all the Catholics in America,
Right. Go Catholics, baby.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Party like it's 15-16 if you know.
That's right, baby. Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So that's about all we have for our playoff preview for the semifinals. Thank you guys so much for watching. And it's New Year 2025. Silas, what are your New Year's resolutions?
New Year's resolutions. It's more academic. I love academic. I want to have no zeros in my homework category.
Hey, that's a
I want to
very,
get all my homework done and to win the state championship for the ACA Patriot baseball.
come
That'd
on,
be big time. Yes, sir.
represent,
Yes, sir, baby.
represent. That's
What
awesome.
are yours, JD?
Mine, dude, thanks for asking. Mine is to go to bed by 9:30 as we're sitting here
Oh,
recording this
we're
at
cutting it close
10 o'clock.
tonight.
So not tonight, but
Not
I'm
tonight.
decent. I've been shooting for
Yes.
9:30, which means I've been getting to bed at like 10. So
Yeah, yeah. I go to bed around 10 every night.
I mean that's a quality time. Like there's a bunch of people in my school that go to bed at like 2 and 3 in the
Yeah,
morning.
I don't understand how people do that.
I don't know. And then they're like, oh, I'm so tired. It's like, oh,
Exactly.
it's really
Obviously,
your life.
obviously you're gonna be tired.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because you only got 4 hours of sleep. I don't know. On these
Maybe
glasses, I get a
the
lot smarter.
glasses, the glasses help.
Yeah. Like, bro, come on. Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to see some super segments of our show, if you don't have time to watch the full episode, check out our super segments on YouTube. They
Mhm.
are this show, but they're chopped up. It's like hibachi. We chop it up into like little pieces, shove it on
Yes,
your
Jay.
plate for you to watch. It's delicious.
It's so delicious. Yummy.
Yes. Be sure to
Yes.
check those out. As always, God bless. Silas, you got any closing thoughts for the folks?
Just have fun watching football Friday and Saturday, boys.
It's actually Thursday and Friday, which
Thursday and Friday.
I don't know why the games aren't on Saturday, but it's Thursday night and Friday night.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, okay, I know we're about to just close down, but I don't know. Like, it's really bothering me that the games aren't on Saturday.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
Saturdays are for
College
college.
football is meant for Saturdays.
Yes.
Yes.
Fridays for high school. Saturdays for why is the
Yes.
NFL playing on Saturday now? Like that makes no
Yeah,
sense.
I don't know. That should be reserved for Sunday.
Yep. Friday's college. Saturday, or no, my bad. Friday high
No.
school. Saturday's college. Sundays for going to church because nobody watches the NFL,
Exactly, JD.
especially down
Yes.
here in Alabama. Like, no,
No, we don't have a NFL team here.
that's right. All right. Anyways, good night to everyone watching, or good morning, good afternoon, depending on what time you're watching.
Yep.
And God bless. We will see y'all next time.